Everyone, it's November 4th at 12:57. Having a beautiful day here in North Florida. I'm in St. Augustine. We got these rocking chairs that are awesome. So I saw my provider yesterday. I'm going to continue on the gabapentin for my nerve pain that Dr. DeLeon originally prescribed me. I got some methocarbamol too. It's a muscle relaxer, which also helps. I've been off pain meds since I got back in late September. I actually have high cholesterol, so I'm going to start a high cholesterol meds. Welcome to 40. I'm 38. I've still got a year and a half. I also got in touch with the Crane Center about last week, let them know my wound separation healed up, and then I'm peeing standing up just fine. But I did contact them this morning. Because it takes me a long time to empty my bladder. If it's not urgent, it takes about at least a minute. And for me, a minute used to be like if I'd been holding it forever. It takes over 2 minutes if it's urgent. And I had seen Dr. Crane say in a video, that watch for that because it can be a sign of a stricture, but he said it takes like 6 minutes to empty my bladder, and I will never let it get there. Like, it freaks me out not to be able to urinate and to have to drive an hour and a half to Gainesville. So I got the name of a urologist that I've heard of him before. He's at the University of Florida, so he's in Gainesville. He's an hour and a half away. So if I were to have a situation, I could go to him. But just like, you gotta pee and it can't come out. I just thinking my system going septic, and it's just not something I want to fuck with. So I'm glad I talked to both my PCP and to Judah from the Crane Center. And he said, keep an eye on it. He asked me a couple questions like, is it worse after you've been laying down? Are you still propping? And honestly, I have not been the best at propping. Actually, I've sucked at propping. I have worn Seprotec underwear and been able to keep my phallus separate, but I can't sit still for a long time. I like to get up, I move a lot, and so propping was really difficult for me. And maybe that is where I fell short in some ways. Or that is where I did fall short in some ways. So perhaps if I had propped more, it would have helped. But I think this could be swelling. I hope I'm not developing a stricture. I hope my only 3 sessions of laser hair don't come back to bite me in the ass. But it's just what I could do in the time allotted. So I'm doing the best I can, but I'm keeping an eye on it. I talked to Dr. Santucci on December 9th. If you're a patient with the Crane Center, even if you haven't had surgery yet, you can actually schedule Zoom sessions with Judah. He is their transmasculine patient care coordinator, and he is a wealth of information. It's like getting a consult with the surgeon. He's had Phallo himself, and he knows quite a bit about it, and he's the one that answers a lot of the nurse email. So he was asking all those questions. So I'm going to do some experimenting later. I'm going to lay down, go take a piss, see the variation in stream. I will start propping a little bit, like when I'm sitting in my room and maybe like working on the computer or editing a video, or reading or something. I'll just prop it with some washcloths. So things have been good. Keep an eye on the urine stream. One good thing I did not mention, and I wanted to mention in my last video about the quirky things and peeing standing up, is the post-micturition, or I think I'm saying it right. Basically, the dribble you get, or the dribble men get after they urinate. So obviously, my urethra is a lot longer. It takes a second for all of the urine to drain out. So when I'm standing there, I do the shake. And then a lot of guys have to press up on their scrotum, their balls, or like the perineum area. I let it just, instead of holding it at an angle, I let it go. I let it kind of like drain itself. And then I can do the shakes. Well, first I shake, then I drain it. Just kind of let it hang there. And then, so I just let it hang there. And then it gets put back in my pants. Sometimes I'll even wipe the tip just to keep it clean and sanitary. But I'm not dealing with the dribbling as bad as a lot of people talked about. So it seems pretty common after Phallo to have pretty bad post-urination drip. So it's common in cis men too, but we seem to get it a lot. We don't have that muscle that squeezes the sphincter, I think, and so we can't control that as well. But I'm actually able to control my stream better than I thought I would. And it's so funny because I can like push just a little bit, and then a lot of pee will come out, and then I don't have to keep pushing. I'm also trying not to strain my bladder too much, and I don't want to strain my perineum. So I'm trying not to push too much while urinating. I don't really need to. So it's almost like a bag, and I let it move, and then I let the muscles relax, and I squeeze it again, let it all drain out, squeeze it again. So I've also was experiencing a little bit of pain, a little bit of burning sometimes when I was voiding. It's not as bad as it was last week. I think it's healing, and it felt a little bit like when I was clipping off my catheter, so I don't know if that's the urine going back into the bladder or whatnot, but I don't have a UTI. I'm good with that, but just really keeping an eye on this stricture. It's just strange how, even no matter how bad I have to go, like yesterday after my doctor's appointment, it was pretty urgent, and it just took forever. I felt like I was like the guy that went through 3 rounds of other guys at the urinal. So, yeah. So, I'm going to enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. I picked up this book I was reading in Austin, found it again. So, yeah, I'm excited to talk to Dr. Santucci. I'm going to Zoom with Judah to kind of ask him about stage 2, because I want to be really well prepared when I talk to Dr. Santucci next month. And then he is also going to schedule me a chat with Dr. DeLeon, like a little mini consult, so I can talk to her about my glands. I love the look of my dick print, but it will be nice to get the right side filled out, because if you've been following me, I lost some of the tissue. It was sticking to my leg one morning, and I ripped it off. And the S-scar tissue, the really thick scab, stayed, and yeah, my dick was there. It was pretty traumatic. But that's the worst that happens. Great. I am grateful. I'm blessed. Peen standing up is one of the greatest gifts I've ever had. I can't believe half the population just does it. Like, you don't have to go through all this shit just to do it. But it is amazing. It's freeing. It's so nice to have a penis. And I thought, like, wow, I'm no longer in, like, a non-binary body. Like, my body, like, I'm fully there now. I'm complete. I'm happy. I'm whole. I will be so grateful and so happy to get through these next surgery or surgeries and just be done. So, yeah, feeling happy, feeling good. Haven't been able to see my best friend for music because he was ill, and so some stomach things going around. So, gonna go up to Jacksonville tonight, play some music, and yeah. One random thing in regards to my hand. I wear the brace once in a while. Like, I overdid it this morning with the paddleboard stuff, but like, I think playing music, like playing guitar and then drums, really helped me gain my range of motion back, because like 2 months ago I could not even do this, and it made me sad. I thought, oh my god, did I give up this hand for a penis? And I was okay with that, but I was kind of bummed. But now, do it all. Play the piano. Alright, you guys, enjoy your weekend, be safe, peace.